Pisces, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do a mid-July reading for you. We're going to take a look at your overall general energy, what you may not see coming, and get some important advice from Spirit. First, I want to thank any of you who tuned in on Sunday. I veered from my typical content and did something new. It was a little scary, but I had so much fun, and I can't wait to keep doing this every Sunday. We're gathering together as a community. This is free content. It's just like any normal video. You don't have to pay on a separate site. And I wanted to start pulling weekly for the collective to help with spiritual guidance, and also create a book club, which is really fun. So if you're curious about that, the link is in the description box below, as well as in my playlists. That's called Soul Sessions, Sunday Soul Sessions, and I'm really delighted to be able to offer this to help illuminate your journey moving forward. So let's get into what's happening for you all as a collective. It's been very interesting. I think because I was reading for the collective, I felt this ripple in all of the readings I've done this week around the what your sign is carrying, right? What is it that you're being activated beyond your narrative of your story of your life as a collective? What is it that Spirit is breathing into you at this time? So that kind of the genesis of that kind of happened, I think, because it just Spirit threw me another layer to read. So I'm going to be talking about Pisces as a collective, what you are experiencing this week, weaving that in. So that's just how it's gone this week. It's very fascinating, isn't it? How things can evolve and flow because of everything going on. And actually, before all the stuff happened in the United States, I had decided to pull out a deck that I pulled out over the eclipse season. For those of you who've been following me, and welcome to anyone who's new here. Self-care tips, right? Self-care tips. And all I'll say about recent events here in the U.S., we owe it to ourselves as a community that is awakening, that is conscious, to really be careful and mindful with our thoughts and our speech. And right now we need to not focus on the polarity of division, of separation, of victimization, of pointing fingers, and more in the unity consciousness with which we embody. All right, let's go. Thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Pisces today. We'll do one shuffle. These are big cards. They're hard to hold, but we'll just do one shuffle, and then we'll get to it. What is some self-care tips? I'm just going to take the top two that fell out. So it's humid here in Rhode Island, and it's affecting the cars a little bit, so some of them are sticking. All right. If your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. It's very true. Jack Cornfield. Forgive yourself for yesterday's mistakes. Practice gratitude for the present moment. That's great advice. Our bodies are our gardens, to which our wills are gardeners. William Shakespeare said that. It's true. It's important too. I think one thing that I picked up on that has been, I've got to sneeze. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. That's what I get for having a fan on me, y'all. Just to keep the air flowing. Do something to thank your body for its hard work and its miraculous ability to move, feel, and communicate. And to sneeze. The thing that I'm gathering too is a lot of us are being called to shift in our habits. We're talking about the things that we eat, the things that we drink, and our thoughts, because that is really, that collective energy is what comprises our ascension journey. I mean, we are ascending, but we are human. We are in a body. So the more we care for our bodies, you may be called to, it's one reason why I brought up the herbal astrology. This is what we're going to read from at the end. Some of you have seen this as well. So, if you see people who have an aura about them and they're glowing, it's because they are actually really being mindful of everything they're eating and drinking you know, and the sunlight exposure, all of that. It's a reflection of operating at a high frequency, and it's the light that is carried by the information, right, of the sun. So the more, you know, I was talking to a client last night as I do healing work locally here, and she's really gardening and loving it. And she was thinking about like all of our food is source energy. It is the sun. It is in the food, right? It's how it grows. And so we take in that as well as water, which is the medium that is connects us all, right? That carries the light. I don't know. I've just been tripping over here, like totally like sober tripping over just the grand cosmic divine design. It's a wonder. It's a wonder. Where are we going to go here? Let's do this card deck. We're going to do the Arcanum Tarot to start out with. And then we'll be clarifying with the Gilded Tarot. Two of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. It's a choice to choose love, to embody love, to be compassionate, to be nurturing. Something is hitting your heart space the second half of the month, Pisces. And you could be deciding between two directions here. Really listen to your heart. Try to take some time out. If you're making an important choice, then you need to oh yeah, wow. Okay, we're going to take that. Core energy. I feel like it's being crossed by the tower. All right, so this is about trusting yourself, trusting self. We have the Emperor and the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is the card of, in this case, it's the card of, can you stand in your divine masculine energy and be bold, be courageous, be brave? Can you trust yourself here to maybe take the reins in your career, in a situation going on in your life? This is about power. Trusting in the power that you possess, Pisces. There's some sort of awakening going on around your power, and especially as far as the Pisces nation is concerned, right? The collective tuning in. This is the embodiment of, as a collective, of harnessing your emotional power. We're reading a book in this book club called Energy Rising, and it's a new one written by a neuroscientist, and the whole book is based on shifting from emotional pain to emotional power and the 8 codes to take you there. And I have no affiliation with the book. The link is in the video of this past Sunday. But this is something that I think the collective, and it's coming at a timely manner, because the collective, you're showing me that you want to harness more emotional power and trust in yourself and trust what your emotions are telling you, Pisces. You're ruled by the ocean, right? And you feel that undercurrent. You and Cancer are very linked here. I mean, you're also the Hangman. You're willing to take a time out and pause and be carefully considering your next move. You're also being challenged right now to carefully consider your next move, all right? Because there could be sudden change in your life in the second half of this month. Ooh, Queen of Wands. The challenge is feeling good enough, feeling worthy, feeling ready and capable. This is the glow, right? The glow and the challenge of actually seeing that part of you and owning that part of you, standing in your power. I'm feeling like you're having struggles with recognizing how powerful you really are to determine the course of your life. All right. Two of Cups in the recent past. Lately, what I've been picking up off of this is the journey between the love that we carry in our individual lives and the journey we have for the greater collective, the greater whole. This is the things that are outside of your life. So we're talking about the earth. We're talking about saying hello to strangers in the street. This is the love that we give and the love that we receive in all the myriad ways we do. So you learn something valuable about sharing love in the recent past, both individually and collectively. that it really is. That's what you came here for, to love and to be loved. Opportunity, 2 of Wands. Yeah, you're definitely taking a pause, or you need to consider your direction and your movement forward. I feel as though you need to make some critical decisions based on some unexpected change around embodying your emotional power and standing strong in your power, especially when it comes to funneling that through your heart space. You know, and also the 2 of Wands, often, not in this deck, but I'm getting that it's time to lay the past to rest, whatever's transpired. Don't dwell over it. Don't ruminate over it too much. Don't allow it to kick up a storm inside of you. You need to be looking forward at what you can do now, especially if you're rebuilding some aspect of yourself or your life at this time. You get to rebuild something, which is beautiful because you can start from the ground up. So I think this is about you holding that on that eagle's perch and also holding the higher vision for humanity and uplifting humanity from a state of love. Like to you may be even telling people around you like that, you know, we don't need to be afraid of the path in front of us, because the 7 of Swords is fear and disempowerment. And you're saying, you know what, fear is only going to disempower the collective. You understand what it's like to hold the vision of a higher ideal, of higher love, a higher frequency. That's where real empowerment comes from, y'all. All right. And look at you. And then you rise. I feel like you're kind of having a little bit of like a reckoning with self so you can expand. It's that little bit of fear. They showed me a picture of a little bird, you know, like about to take that step, or if you've ever gone bungee jumping and you take that, or gone skydiving and you take that first like leap and you're just like that hesitation, like, oh shit, oh, you know, that fear that comes up is very real when we take risks in life and we rebuild something that needs to be shifted and sorted and changed. So I see you succeeding. This is victory and success, Pisces. I love the outcome. All right, the overall general energy. Clarity. Clarity. I'm seeing so much visionary energy here, but instead of just holding a vision, you're actually putting it into practice or embodying it or actually going after it with the Emperor here. You really need to trust in what your instincts are telling you and like what you're feeling and what you're seeing. I mean, this person is really seeing and looking beyond the horizon at what's to come. You could be ending some major significant event in your life, and I feel like this fresh energy coming in around what's next. What do you want to create next, Pisces? Being divinely inspired creatively through the mind. These are, you know, this is that think tank, right? Let's really think on this, right? The Ace of Wands is taking that passion and fueling it. You're like actually at that very, very beginning stage where you're like, I have an idea. So you could have a beautiful idea coming down through, we have the crown here, through the crown chakra. You could be really connecting with that part of you, that mental side of you where you need to take time out to even give yourself that space to think. Because something is crumbling a little bit here. There's some upheaval, but it's necessary. It's pushing you outside of your comfort zone. The Devil, oh yeah, fear. Fear. But you're going to go forward. I think you have to let go of something. Yeah, hold the vision and be patient with the 3 of Wands. I think you got to let something go. And it may not be a person, place, or thing. It could be a belief around what you're capable of. Pisces. All right, let's clarify. I want to see what's going on here. Let's go deeper. But, you know, with the Devil here, you're going to move past it, but you're going to feel a certain way about it. Right? It's not going to come easy, right? When we expand, when a baby grows, it takes time, it takes patience, and it's not easy for the mother. So whatever you're birthing, just know it's not an easy journey, but you can do this. Just try not to let the fear monsters take over around choosing a direction and maybe lamenting over what you have to leave behind. Because something is shifting here for you, Pisces, in a major way. It could be just a different cycle of your life. A different life phase, a rite of passage, coming of age sort of thing. No matter how old you are, we go through cycles. All right. Why is the Ace of Swords here? What is this truth? What is this new idea, perhaps? Clarity. Mental clarity. Three of Cups. Queen of Wands. And the Three of Wands. Yeah. The challenge is, are you ready to... It's like, look at yourself in the mirror, and you might even say, to tell yourself that I am powerful. I have all the support I need. The Three of Cups is in this generation of this idea. You're going to have to access your internal fire to go in a new direction. I'm seeing this. I feel like you have friends that are supporting you right now. Three of Cups is the card of friendship. I feel like you need to lean on your friends with whatever you're going through right now. Whatever is really falling apart in your life. I hear you telling your friends it's for the best. It's what needed to happen. I know it. I can see the bigger picture with the Three of Wands. You have this fire burning inside of you to move forward and kind of scrap whatever it was and rebuild something in your life. But from the right perspective, that's what you're shifting. It's the perspective that you're shifting. Something is lighting your fire, and it is a beautiful idea, but you're like, you're bouncing it off other people first. I feel like you're communicating with other people. I feel like it's still, incubating, it's gestating, it's whatever that word is, it's like you turning up the heat on an idea or on a new endeavor or on a new pathway here. And while you're waiting for that proverbial ship to arrive so you can get on and really start moving forward, you're leaning into your social structures right now, maybe to even provide you with clarity on the path forward. I mean, you could be deciding, I want to move because the Three of Wands is a card of moving or travel, or I want to go on a vacation, or I'm going to go see this person, I'm going to go do this thing. And it's like you're coming up with some sort of idea that's going to be almost like an outlet for you to feel like whatever is a loss is a gain. Does that make sense? What is the Two of Cups here in the past? The Tower. Yeah, some of you, I will say, yes, some of you with the Six of Swords and the Two of Wands. Some of you have had a major shift in a connection. All right? Two of Cups, something... With Two Towers, I can't help but something really fell apart for you, and I'm sorry, Pisces, if that's the case. Tower is when something isn't on a solid foundation in the way you are relating with another person. It could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be a partner, and you're moving towards a new path. I mean, this is my proverbial the road less taken. So whatever has really had to shift and change, the trajectory of your life is changing. It's that I don't want to think of it as in a pessimistic way. I mean, catastrophe has a negative connotation. So it's so big, this change, that it's setting your life on a new course where you may even be revisiting ideas of the way you wanted to live that you didn't before because you were attached to something. And now you're free. I'm getting that. Like there's an emancipatory vibe to this that feels really positive. And also there's this need now to, the Two of Wands is the desire and the will, right? To go on a new journey after something really crumbling. And it's like something shook you. I don't even use this word woke. Something woke you up. And maybe even the Pisces collective too, on a global scale here, this is about being woken up and wanting to do something now. Like you could be looking at current events and it's compelling you to do something differently. Interesting. Like you're like, I'm redoing it all. Like I'm getting this whole like reinvent your whole life, reinvent yourself, or reorient your path. This is a big turning point for you this month around a situation that you will triumph over. I mean, no doubt. But you're going to have to not tune into the frequency of fear as you go through this process. I mean, this reminds me of when I just said, you know what, I'm going to buy a Volkswagen van and I'm going to drive, all up and down the Pacific Coast Highway and have adventure after adventure after adventure. And I'm going to pretty much be in survival mode and barely have 2 coins to rub together. But I'm going to have the time of my life because I'm young and free. No matter how old you are, you can always go on a journey. I was talking with someone the other day about they want to go live in Europe, live in Paris for a month, next year. Why not? It's like you're coming up with ideas to move, travel, because we have 2 cards of travel here. Some of you are like moving to be with someone that you fell in love with who lives on the other side of the world. I mean, it's that big. It's just like life-changing big here for some of you. Because there's so much of a global perspective here. We have the 2 of Wands, the 3 of Wands, like looking at, the big picture of your life, Pisces, and saying, you know what? I got one life to live. I'm taking control. Yeah, something's going to have to crumble in my life, but I'm ready. You could be leaving a job. You could be moving away from your hometown. This is like big change. So when you talk to a friend that you haven't talked to in a year and they just heard what you've gone through the last few months, they're like, oh my God, I can't believe like your whole life has radically changed. And you're like, isn't it great? At first you're like, no, it's not great. This is not great. I did not plan for this. But part of you did on an energetic level. I feel like you were ready to break free. And you started to have clarity. And when we start to have clarity and we really want our freedom, things will fall away. Yeah, I knew it. There is an ending. And the Chariot. Some of you are not going towards love. You're like saying bye. Bye. I mean, 2 Towers, the 10 of Swords. Something, and it could be what needs to come to an end is you overthinking, right? Making your move, doing something that you're being pushed to do. Even your friends might be saying, you can do this. Just get on the ship. Go for a new adventure. Do it, right? Whatever this thing is, Pisces, I think you've been contemplating it long enough to the point of mental exhaustion. If it's not some sort of ending in your life, this is mental exhaustion because you're overthinking something that you should just do. Emperor does, right? You can overthink something to death, and then the universe will take over, right? If you wait too long, indecision is a decision. So whatever you've been overthinking, it needs to end. And now you're going to move forward with your beautiful power of manifestation, embodying the magician, because you have everything you need to move on and to move forward with your life, holding a higher vision for your own truth, your own clarity of what you want, need, and deserve. You are realigning with a higher path, a higher timeline. Everyone's doing it right now. Everyone. Whether you just naturally woke up and you're like, whoa, everything feels different, or everything is changing outside of you because you want to, you want to see new landscapes, literally, for some of you. And you're summoning your will. That was what you lacked. You didn't have the will. Whatever needed to come to an end, you're summoning the will. Like, we're talking like, no doubt, Pisces. Wow. Like I said, I hear you telling people that it was for the best, whatever this was. Whatever you're severing ties with, it's setting you free so you could go have manifest new adventures, new potentials, new possibilities. And it's exciting. So now you're like, can I do this? Can I? And then your Queen of Wands energy is like, oh yeah, you can. You can. You can. Don't fret. Don't fret. I got you. I got you. Your Queen of Wands energy is saying, I got you. Yeah. And now it's time to let go of all the emotions. See, when we overthink something and then we actually start going in one direction and we make that decision, it's almost like a cascade of emotions get released after that, because you're not up in your head overthinking something, delaying. Now you're moving forward, and it's like this, it's like, I feel like you're going to release a lot because you're going on a new journey, and it's very exciting, but the challenge is to release it. Yeah. And stop staying blocked and imagine the possibilities of your life. I feel like you're taking stock, because whenever this massive changes happen in our lives, it makes you look at everything in its totality. And what do you want? It was like, what do you want to do with your life? That kind of like vibe that you get when you're young and your parents are just like, it's something around your life path that you're really, really connecting deeply with. And your challenge right now is to really be open to the top of the mountain and hold your vision of the top of the mountain as you release what needs to be released from this ending. And you start to do your glow up, right? Of your energy frequency, shifting your routine, your diet, exercise, everything. I feel like you're doing a major overhaul of self and your life. And this is about choosing a path and imagining the possibilities. You're manifesting your way right now. This is major life change. Major. Probably out of all the zodiac, this feels like the most major shift, change that I've seen so far for mid-July. And the thing is, you're going to triumph. You're going to absolutely triumph. And a new beginning. Yep. Wow. With so much stability and security underneath you. Like, this is sure-footedness. King of Pentacles. Sure-footedness. You're going to go galloping off with the sure-footedness of a victory and success and a brand new beginning. You're going to take a massive risk, and it is going to pay off. Yep. You might be, some of you are moving on. Page of Swords is a student card. So wherever you're headed, you could be like, I'm going to go, learn a new language, or I'm going to go, I'm going to go do an immersion. I mean, so many different things for all of you, whoever's tuning in. But whatever it is that you want to study or learn about, that you're feeling guided, it's really going to lead to a lot of success, in internal success and stability and security in your vibration, right? It's not all about, you're going to get love and all this money. No, this is because you could have all that in the world, but it depends on how you feel about it. I was listening this morning to Michael Singer, which I often do when I'm getting ready. And, the billionaires of the world, they're still making billions of dollars. And you know what? And it's a sign of people who have so much money and they're still working their ass off. It's like it's implying that it's never enough, right? And you can get off of that wheel, right? Because if you always feel like it's never enough, then you're missing the opportunity to know deeply that it's enough just to exist and that you're worthy of everything that you desire. And then it's not really about the acquisition of, yes, money is helpful. Don't get me wrong. But I'm saying it all depends, and it comes down to how you feel about everything in your life. And you're making some significant changes this month. And it's empowering. But, the fear monster, you're going to have, here's the thing, it's a wave. You're going to have days where you're going to feel the fear and the worry and the stress. And that's okay. Remind yourself that the next day will feel better, or a week it will feel better. The beauty of time is, in time, everything settles down. And sometimes we need these big waves to hit us, so we actually open up to the universe and we really take these leaps of manifestation, summoning our will, and making these big life decisions and changing. We're going to do all these. All right, we're going to do it. Yeah, death. Transformation because of an ending. Going back and forth about which path. And with that ship, it's time to stop going back and forth. Maybe some of you are on the fence about ending something and it's gotten really hard. But you know what? It's time to drop that burden, stay determined to come into balance now, and to really watch out for any of the fear. You're ending, I feel like a lot of you are ending something that, I mean, I'm seeing all the cards of something that's unhealthy in your life. I don't know what it is. It could be a person or a situation. We have the death, the Ten of Swords, the devil, two towers. I mean, you're being pushed into a whole new arena. You're a gladiator here. And it's like, I'm not laughing at you. I'm just saying that you've withstood a lot and it's time to let go. Let go. And to be patient as you let go and you transform. Wow. Major, major, major change. I can't wait to see what herbal astrology card comes up. Where are we at? I think we're doing good. I can't see the numbers very well today. My eyes are, okay, we're good. I just saw 111, brand new beginning, sweethearts. You're on for the ride of your life here. Hold the vision. Don't waste another day in mental anguish. Feel what you need to feel. Move it through your body and begin anew. You've got so much coming for you that is so fun and happy and exciting. All right, Spirit. Herbal astrology for Pisces. What is the best card in the deck for their path right now? All right, that came out. Lion's mane. Tame that lion. Summon that will. You are strong enough. You are strong enough. Leadership. Well, and underneath it, I won't talk about it, but underneath it, interestingly enough, this deck has cannabis. Detachment. Detachment. Right? I'm only going to just say that. Detachment. Lion's mane. Leadership. Let's talk about this. Because, interestingly enough, that's what you have here at the core message around leadership. The Emperor is a leader. All right, Pisces. Sacred masculine, leadership, ambition, provider, strong-willed, spiritual power. Lion's mane is also known as the messenger of the god. Oh, sorry, Mercury. It's Mercury rules over this herb. Mercury, also known as the messenger of gods, is a great communicator representing brilliance, intelligence, and the free flow of energy. Lion's mane is also governed by the sun, as it's a great provider of vitality, longevity, resilience, and adaptability. The lion is a symbol of power, animus, the primordial essence within the sacred masculine that expresses itself as relentless determination, ambition, focus, and will. When we meet lion's mane, we immediately feel a regal and generous presence. When out of balance, vanity and overconsumption block the flow of love coming in to inspire ambition. Power isn't powerful when you put others or yourself down. You are a wielder of raw power and may be destructive if consequences are overlooked. Lead your life from a place of compassion, leadership, and the rest will follow. I think that's it. That is my message to you all. Sending love. Take care.